Hi friends, I know I'm not in my usual spot for my intros, but you know, I'm at my craft table, which actually right now is in my living room. I usually work in my dining room, so yeah, everything looks different today. But anyway, thanks for joining me. This is a Beebeecraft Project Share. It is Project Share number 2. And today I created a mini journal out of the stationery set that I got. I also embellished it with the fabric tape that I received, and I absolutely loved making this. If you've never made an envelope journal, I want you to know how easy it was, and it was fun to put together because I had the stationery. I didn't have to think about anything. I pulled the pages out and folded them in half and put the envelopes together, and they have little pockets. So anyway, I want to show this to you because it was great fun to make. Before I do though, I want to tell you about the Beebeecraft program. If you would like to join the Beebeecraft program, you just need 100 subscribers and you would be required to make 3 videos. So one would be your unboxing, and then the other 2 would be project shares. But before I show you how I made the little journal, I want to show you what I did with the buttons that I received. So I took some of the buttons and I put them on bulb pins, and then I hung the bulb pins from this big safety pin. Then I added a strip of lace to the safety pin, and I cut enough lace off so that I could kind of bunch it up on there. Once I was finished with that, I attached it to a necklace. And so here we have this very unique, one-of-a-kind necklace. It was quick and easy, and I'm just super happy with it. I was having so much fun playing with these buttons that I decided I wanted to add some to some altered paper clips that I was making. So I took some 2-inch paper clips and I created some clusters using some coffee dyed paper and some scraps that I had. If you've never made altered or embellished paper clips, I want to tell you that they're really easy to make. You can see here that I've got a piece of scrapbook paper and I've hot glued that to a paper clip. So that forms my base. Once you've got your base, you just decide the look that you're going for and just, glue it on there. I used hot glue for a lot of this, but you can use...
Go Jovi!
Oh
Go
my
Jovi.
gosh!
Birthday!
Before I was rudely interrupted, I was gonna say you can use like Aleene's tacky glue. I wouldn't use glue stick. I don't think glue stick's sturdy enough. But some other good art glitter glue or Aleene's tacky glue would work as well. For this next one, I wanted to have a little bit of a fall theme, so I'm using an orange silk flower and I am putting a nice big button right in the center of it. And then I will attach that completed piece to the backing, which will then be attached to the paper clip. Now we are going to get started on our envelope journal. And you'll recall that I received this beautiful stationery from Beebeecraft. Each one of these packets is super pretty, and I received 2 of each packet, just so that you know. In each packet comes 2 envelopes and 4 pieces of stationery paper. I am going to use 4 envelopes, and then I'm going to use the coordinating papers that came with them. Very simply, I begin by inserting one envelope, where it opens, into the pocket of the other envelope. And then I do that again with the other set, and then I stack them on top of each other. You can see there's the flap. That's really going to end up just being a decorative piece, and I'll show you that I add a tie to that in the end.
I used my paper punch on the bottom of each piece of stationery. The top of the stationery was already had like a fancy edge to it, so then I just used my paper punch on the bottom. Once I was finished punching the bottom edge of each piece of paper, I made sure to fold them in half and stack them in the order that I wanted them. Then I put them inside of the envelopes, and it was basically time to bind them together. I use wax string and awl and a large needle. Frequently I mark where I want to, punch the holes in with my awl, but because this is such a simple project, I did not have to do that. I'm just kind of eyeing the center, and then I'll eye about an inch in on each side. My needle goes in through the center hole first, then through either the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter, and then all the way to the other end, and then back through the center on the opposite side of the center strand. Then you can double knot it. You check that back part there that I just pointed at to make sure it's not loose. So if it's taut, not too tight, you don't want to rip your papers, but once it's taut, then you can tie your double knot. In order to protect my binding, the string on the back, I'm just going to use some of this decorative fabric tape, which I really like. It's super easy to work with, and it definitely sticks way better than washi tape. So I'm going to put that over the spine, and because this journal is small and the spine is really small, I'm going to use 3 strips of it to make it wider. Hope that makes sense. I'm just trimming the edge here. That's where the envelope flap begins, so there's a little bit of a turn there. So I'm just trimming it to fit. I like the clean look of this, so I'm not going to ink it up very much. I think I'm just going to use a tiny bit of ink right on the very edges, just to give it some color and to age it just a little bit. I really like how clean this journal is, so I'm going to do minimal embellishments. I'm going to choose a few pages and add some of this decorative tape, and that'll tie the spine covering, in with some of the pages. They'll just add a little something to it, but it won't be too much or over the top. I have some rub-on stickers, and I'd like to put just a few of them inside of this project. The reason I like these is because, well, for one, for this particular project, these are very small in scale, so that'll look nice. But I also like these rub-ons because they are matte. They're a matte finish. They're not shiny. A lot of stickers are shiny, and I don't really like that. So when I found these, I picked them up because I really like how the matte looks. It becomes more part of the page instead of looking like you added it to the page. It just looks like the page came that way. So anyway, I'm going to put a few of those throughout and see how that looks. Now I'm going to add a pink butterfly die cut to the front of the journal, and then I am going to, right in the center of that butterfly, I'm going to add a brad or an eyelet, and that way I can put the tie cover on. I have chosen a nice pink, very thin satin ribbon. I think it's perfectly to scale of this little journal. Here's our little front flap, which holds the butterfly with the eyelet and our ribbon, so it makes a perfect closure. And then when we open it up, we've got the first envelope, which is a pocket. I put a little piece of ephemera in there. And then the next envelope, which is also a pocket. You can see that I embellished that envelope with the fabric tape. All of the stationery pages either have lines or little polka dots. They have flowers on them, and each one has a decorative edge, and some of those came that way, and then on the bottoms I used my paper punch. So you'll see like every other page in this little journal has been punched. And then on some of the pages I have the rub-on stickers, which I really like because they're matte. And in this little journal I put one tiny sparkly belly band. I really wanted to keep it clean and simple so that somebody could just enjoy writing in it. Here's the center, and you can see the little tie I had there. Just flipping through the pages, you can see most of them are blank, but occasionally there is a sticker on there, a rub-on sticker. So now we're to the back of the little journal, and it obviously is one of the envelopes. So there's a pocket there, and I embellished a playing card. And the very last one, I just put in a nice little empty card. Somebody could put a little secret note in there if they want to. I will put all of the Beebeecraft items that I used in this video in my description box below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button. It really does help my channel. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, and if you're interested in any of these products, I will have them listed in my Etsy shop. Thanks for watching. See you soon.